Hi everyone, welcome to an episode of Thank God It's Crypto or TGIC. We're lucky to have Katherine from TZ APAC who heads marketing operations. So I'm going to dive into the questions, Katherine. TZ APAC, Tezos, what's the difference? What is Tezos?
Yeah, that's a great question, Arun, because I get it quite often. So TZ APAC is one of the teams working on Tezos, which is the blockchain platform.
Right.
TZ APAC is the leading Asia adoption entity for the Tezos ecosystem. We're based in Singapore, we're a team of over 10 people now, and we are hiring.
You're hiring, expanding, great.
Yes.
So anyone out there looking for a job,
Yes.
reach out.
And then for Tezos, Tezos is an open source public blockchain.
Okay.
And so all teams around the world that are interested in building blockchain-based applications and projects are most welcome to try out our tech.
Okay. And how is Tezos different from other chains out there?
Yeah, that's also another good question.
Yeah.
So Tezos is one of the early blockchain projects to pioneer the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism back in 2017. And it is now the preferred blockchain design when it comes to governance, consensus mechanisms, like for scalability and security and sustainable innovation. So you have chains like Ethereum migrating from proof of work to proof of stake, which is no easy feat. It takes a lot of effort, but Tezos got it right from the first get-go. So now we're actually building upon this really smooth protocol layer where you can expect seamless upgrades on chain, so that whatever you've been building on is all your projects will be smoothly upgraded along as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess there are a lot of teams working from different parts of the world. You said they're decentralized. What is the ecosystem like? I mean, it sounds like there are many moving parts in the Tezos ecosystem. Could you share more on what the ecosystem is like?
Sure, of course. The Tezos ecosystem is constantly evolving. People are always trying out new ideas. Teams are always building new things and experimenting, which is great. One of the major wins that we've seen in the ecosystem that's really exploded in terms of our contract calls growth is on Tezos is the NFT adoption.
Right.
So we have at TZ APAC we've participated in the SFF Singapore FinTech Festival this year, and we had the honor of hosting Mike Shinoda. We're both fans of Linkin Park.
That's right.
So yeah, Mike has really inspired many local creators in the Asia region to start minting their first NFTs and creating new livelihoods as digital creators in the NFT space. And one of them is Munira. Hi Moon, shout out to you. She's a really talented artist from Malaysia, and she actually was inspired by Mike to transition from her day-to-day job to being a full-time NFT creator, which is awesome. And now she's like a community leader in Kuala Lumpur, running NFT minting workshops in Malaysia for other creators that want to get into the space as well.
Now it's really interesting for me that one of my favorite artists, Mike Shinoda, is influencing growth, or the NFT growth and the ecosystem in Asia. And on that note, what are your thoughts on the future of NFTs and what makes them valuable? I'm sure you get this a lot, right? I get that as well, especially people new to NFTs. First question is, hey, why is it so expensive? What makes them so valuable?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I think you're looking at these NFTs that are like the Bored Apes and the crypto ones, right? Where it fetches anywhere from 300 grand to like a few $1 million. That's right. And then you have people's artwork that really set off the virality of the space and mainstream media, which is the $69 million People artwork. Sure. Yeah, where he created an artwork based on 5,000 days of art. Basically, in terms of trends, the Art Basel report did a really good study on art collector behavior. We're seeing a new type of collector class entering the art space, and that's the millennial collectors that are into digital artwork. that's helping spur the NFT movement and helping get more creators into the space because they're seeing demand for their work. Also people like the upcoming, like the Gen Zs and the millennials, we're more tech savvy, we're more digital first, mobile first. So it's quite native for us to just transact online, collect things online, and with the acceleration of anything tech related, virtual worlds, meetings, thanks to COVID, we are now in this space where we're all hyper connected online and exchanging things online. So it's NFT as an exchange of value and as a way to actually strengthen relationships is becoming very front and center in how we build communities online.
That's right. And I think you touched on two interesting points. Front and center and communities. And Facebook recently has been front and center. I mean, they've been kind of like leaders in building communities online, arguably. And they've been creating a lot of buzz recently in the Metaverse. Facebook becoming Meta, what are your thoughts on that?
That's a great question. I feel Meta is a way for Facebook to stay relevant. But the thing is, there have been other communities that share space online for many years back. It's not a new concept. And blockchain communities have always been primarily remote, primarily collaborating online. On GitHub repos, things like that, and now more recently in the NFT space where they would host NFT minting parties in the Metaverse. You all just go online and you mint NFTs together and collect each other's art. So that has actually really spurred the movement where people are hanging out online, and Facebook decided to jump on the bandwagon and call themselves Meta. But I think it's always been an existing concept.
Cool. I know you're busy, so we'll just dive into the last question for today. What's generating the popularity of NFTs on Tezos? And are there any favorite projects that you have, personal pet projects that you like maybe?
Yes, I love this question because I can go on and on about it, but I'll do my best to keep this short since it's a short segment. For Tezos, we've seen, I've mentioned to you that we have amazing growth within the local communities in Asia and also beyond. We are also seeing a very creative adoption from global brands such as F1. We're working with McLaren Racing and Ripple Racing on their NFT activation. So they are seeing great experiential marketing value and creating emotional brand connection with NFT fan experiences. There's also Guerlain, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's a French beauty house that is also showcasing an NFT exhibition. Art Basel is also showcasing an NFT exhibition by Tezos at the Art Basel Miami segment this year. So I'll be there, so if anyone's there, say hi. And there's also other global brands jumping in and global events such as the Grammys. So they are collaborating with OneOff, which is the Tezos powered platform on issuing Grammy-based NFTs.
Awesome. I mean, it's great to hear that a lot of brands are coming onto the NFT journey and it's becoming mainstream. So once again, thank you, Katherine, for spending time with us today. I know you're busy, so really appreciate that you've come on TGIC. Until next time, we'll see you guys again on an episode of TGIC. Bye.